Hello and welcome to my channel, A Piece of Gaia. Today we're going to do a reading on finances. So you have three different options before you here. Hello Group 1, thank you so much for joining me in this space. So today we're going to look at your finances. Your first tarot card out is the Six of Pentacles. Second card out is the Eight of Wands. And your third card is the Two of Swords. Clarifying this is the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like maybe you're in the right here, okay? You're in the right with some of the messages that are coming through, with some of the things that are coming through. The energy is picking up momentum because you have been able to stand on your solid ground. This is Six of Pentacles here, clarified by the Eight, is showing me that you've been working toward a goal here. And right now you are in the energy where you can give to another person. I'm also seeing this fish. I brought in my little prosperity fish bell here. So the fish is telling me that finances are looking up. Things are going well, and there is some type of reciprocity happening to where you can fully give and someone else is also giving. But I'm feeling more with this card that you are becoming in a position of being more of a charitable person. I also see with the Eight of Pentacles that maybe you have a skill that you are teaching to someone, and this is helping someone else create more worth for themselves. I'm hearing the saying, teach a man how to fish, right? And so you've been able to fish for your finances and earn something from your skills, and now you are able to offer this to another person that is in need. And you're not so much giving to that person like just creating an enabling situation. You're giving to them in a way like they will be able to provide for themselves for years to come with gained skills and knowledge that you're providing. And then in the Eight of Wands, again, I do feel that this one's showing me it has this really powerful energy coming toward me. So I feel like there's going to be a lot coming in. If you have maybe of yet been deciding between some things, you're going to be able to know a little bit more. There's going to be messages coming in. And this is also telling me to stand your ground as far as anything that comes your way. Like if you feel like you're being thrown off of this very stable situation in any way, stand your ground, stand firm, and just meditate through some of the things that may feel a little less positive for you on your journey. So I see these as positive though. I feel like if anything, I'm hearing the saying for this card is if you don't have any haters, you're not really doing it right. So if anyone opposes you, just know that there's something you're doing right, okay? And then in the Nine of Pentacles here with the Two of Swords, I feel like you're making a choice about, this is reflecting back to this. So I'm feeling like if you want to make a choice to give someone something, the advice here is give them something that has to do with them being able to fend for themselves. So, instead of enabling someone just by giving and giving and giving, you're letting someone understand how it is to be able to make their own finances and stand on their own 2 feet here. I also feel in a relationship or some decision that you're trying to make that you need to anchor yourself in your own belief, in your own understanding, and don't let your mind wander too much about anyone else that's trying to disrupt this peace that you've created for yourself. You might also have to make a decision soon that comes to something with your finances and someone that's involved with this. I'm seeing that the decision that you might need to make might be during the time of the crescent moon, in between moon phases. Yes, okay, so I'm also hearing the reason why this might be is because during the new moon and the full moon, they're very extreme energies. They can be very emotional energies. And to make a very stable decision, let's do it between those moon phases. So sometime in the middle of the month would probably be a better time to make a real poignant decision, okay? So your next cards out here are going to be these little birds. This one's not so little, but this bird, and this bird. So this one is, so this Western Tanager. Yes, I've seen these birds in the summertime. I'm trying to get an energy from that bird. The energy I'm getting from this bird is that the abundance that you have is very much rooted in your past efforts, okay? I feel like you have a lot of confidence in those efforts, and you need to just keep going with that. And I'm also feeling that staying within your lane, okay? Not going too far out of your lane, not getting too extravagant with your finances. If you're gonna help someone, don't help them to the point of putting yourself out. And then this bird is the cedar waxwing. Okay. For some reason, I'm hearing, there was an episode in Bob's Burgers where Tina was trying to get a badge for her Thunder Girls, and one of the park rangers said that his spark bird, like that got him interested in birds, was the waxwing bird. So I'm feeling like this spark is coming in. It's what it's showing me. You might even want to listen to the calls of these birds as well. They might have some little message for you. Even though you may not speak bird, your brain will hear a certain frequency and you will feel something from that. So I recommend that. So this is the Northern Flicker. So the message I'm hearing here is there's no need to grip too strongly onto something that feels like it's flitting away. If it feels like it's not very stable, then don't grab onto it and try to make decisions with that, and don't let that disrupt what you have. Okay, I'm also feeling like there's no need to sugarcoat anything or make a boss or somebody in your life who is a boss of yours if you're not someone who works independently or anything like that. If you do have a higher up, I'm seeing don't do anything to I'm hearing the word brown nose, but that's like sucking up to your boss or making your boss feel good. I'm feeling like they're gonna be able to read right into this, so it'd be better to be the one who's silent and just goes about their work, puts their nose to the grindstone, and set up their nose up in their boss's butt, you know. So yeah, I'm feeling you're gonna, if you want any recognition for this, or if there's any choice to be had about a raise or something, I'm seeing this 8 to the 9, I'm seeing this maybe getting a raise, asking for a raise. I'm seeing that the best way that you're going to be able to ask for a raise is to show with your actions, okay? All right, so let's get some zodiac energy here for you. You have conjunction, a union, merging, and coming together. You have the 11th house, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. And the 4th house, culture and family, roots, home, peace, and comfort. Those are all very positive. So I feel like within your community, within your group of people, you, like this I had said before, there is this kind of energy that you're coming together with someone. And if this is a work situation where you have to train someone, just do your damnedest, do your best job that you can do, because I feel like in this you are definitely going to be getting some type of a raise. And this is going to really be able to help you with your family and everybody involved. And if this isn't you, let's say maybe you don't work, and I'm seeing that this is your partner that is getting a raise and you all are benefiting from this. So that's wonderful. All right, then your moon card here is the, oh wow, okay. So the crescent moon energy, remember I had said about the crescent moon? So Keep moving forward. You got this. Okay, that was, that goes very well with this. These cards always just are right on point with the message I already put forward. So yes, so just keep moving forward. Don't feel like you have to make any real changes. You've got this. And when the changes are ready to come and ripe to come, or decisions are ready to be made, ask for them, or make those decisions during that crescent moon phase, not during the beginning or the end of the month, because those periods of time, even for in a work sphere, those periods of times are really crunching numbers and people trying to cut budgets and things like that. So it can be very tense times at the beginning and end of the month. But in the middle of the month, that's when things are starting to look up. The numbers and projections might look a little better for us to make decisions, okay? Or at least ask for things from a boss. Then you have this card here with humor. Okay, so I do feel like there was a bit of a heaviness with the pentacles, so just remember to always be in this light energy, stay lighthearted a little bit, because sometimes things can be very heavy when it comes to money. It is dense, but the funny thing about manifestation with money is it plays kind of this hard to get game. When you kind of don't care about it and you're just going about your day, that seems like when you get the money. It's not when you're really worrying about it and you're trying to, manifest, and thinking about it and really obsessing. That's not really when things happen. So I'm seeing this coming down to a number 4. Stay stable in the idea that everything is going to be okay for you. You are stable. You got this. You got some really good cards showing me you got this. And then your little Thera-pet here is you are enough. Today, tomorrow, always. Yes. And of course, this fluffy kitty comes through. I have a very fluffy kitty, and he is very confident. He's always my main mouser. Yeah, he's he's quite an interesting character. And I feel that, if you are feeling at all like you're doubting yourself in anything, and maybe you watched this because you wanted to see what the projections were, kind of wanted to feel out the energy, I'm telling you, the energy's picking up. And if you stay in this energy of that you are enough, and I'm going to go back to that message that I said about if you are not the breadwinner in the house, just know that what you contribute is just as equal as the person bringing in the actual finances, because without you not, providing your energy to your partner, things wouldn't be the way they are. So, if let's go back to maybe a traditional situation, traditional marriage, where the man brings home the money for the woman. Well, and the woman uses that money to buy groceries, make food for everybody, and she is a very good provider because she does this. And yes, that is a very traditional sense, but that's kind of what I'm feeling a little bit with this card, is if you are the person who, is attached to that, just remind yourself, what I'm doing is I'm doing my best, I'm doing a good job, and I am just as much of a contributor as my partner who goes to work every day. And maybe even do something if you're feeling very positive about yourself in this energy and you see them dip down, then give them the hand, give them the feeling that, hey, you're doing a great job. I really appreciate you. You and I together, working together, we're a good team. That confirmation, just to let someone know that you love them and you care about them and that you're in this together, is just gold. It can really elevate the situation. All right, then let's get you these cards here. So you have vibration. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. That's awesome. And then light. It is time to reveal your radiant light to the world. Ooh. And then fruition. Rest assured, your dreams and visions will come to fruition. Yes. Ooh, those are just a nice little sprinkle, huh? And let's get you these little mushroom cards. A little last minute advice here on this reading. Okay, that one wants to come out. That one looks like it wanted to come out. Look at that one. Don't, we got 4 of them. All right, so we have this beautiful card here. And this one says, an experience is neither happy nor sad. Those are only my reactions. All right, yes, I like that. This beautiful green mushroom. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Okay. And this image here. Everyone has the right to their own personality. All right, I love that. And then your last message is here is, I'm sorry, but is not I'm sorry. So being genuine about if we do need to apologize for anything or right the situation to rise our vibration, maybe not even saying the word I'm sorry, it's coming through. Like I find that saying the word I would like to apologize for this and then follow it with a statement, because sometimes when we say it, I'm sorry, but it sounds very snotty, you know, conceited or something, like you're throwing out this energy and then it kind of negates anything that you say, really. So it's not really an apology. All right, so let's see if anything else is coming through. Okay, with this card, it's time to reveal your radiant light to the world. Yes, okay. So if there is something that you've been working on that you feel that you would like to bring into the world, that it has to do with making money off of it, I feel like this is the time for you to have that confidence is coming through with that one bird with the yellow on it. So I feel like having the confidence in yourself, but also staying within your sphere, you know, staying within the energy that you know that is going to bring you the success that you want and that you deserve. You know, be realistic with yourself, I'm feeling also. Okay. All right. Well, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me in this energy. And if you feel so called, subscribe and come see me again. All right. Bye-bye. Hello to those of you who chose this little crystal here, group 2. Thank you so much for joining me in this space, and let's get into your card reading for your finances. Tarot cards out first. All right, card number 1, 3 of Wands. Your ships are coming in. Heart of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the Empress card. All right. Beautiful for your finances. Love it. And the heart is the Queen, okay? So already I'm feeling this intense feminine energy coming through, regardless of if you're actual female or not, but the feminine energy being that you are on the receiving end here with your finances. Things are coming towards you, things are manifesting. So that first card out, your ships are coming in, you know, things are manifesting. I feel like the energy is really forming this perfect portal for you to be able to get what you want and deserve. And with the Ace of Pentacles as this clarifier, this may be the first time that you're able, or this is a new venture, this is a new way of making money. And I see that it's going to be very profitable for you. I see that with this, you're going to be able to establish yourself more in your life. And that's beautiful, because the Empress over here is showing me you may have worried about this, but know deeply that you will be able to provide for yourself and others around you. And this 3-3 is showing me that this Empress energy is very much connected to the ships coming in. So whatever you've been working on, whatever has been gestating and being, I'm seeing this also as very creative energy. And if you, depending on when you're watching this, I feel that maybe there is something that happened within the energy of your mind during the Venus retrograde period of time, and you've now been able to collect and reap the benefits. And as I'm saying that, there's a squirrel outside my window, and she's digging around and she's trying to find the nuts that she buried from the winter, and she's already found a few, and now she's actually pretty thick little squirrel too. She might even be pregnant. So that's interesting. So I'm feeling like if you needed to take leave of absence and you've been worried about this because you are someone with child and that child is on its way, I feel like things will be provided for you. You will be okay. And this Five of Cups is telling me that you might have had some regret, and there may have been some things that you had lost out on and or lost someone, okay, in this energy. And I feel that the Queen of Swords, she can become quite stern and bitter in this energy in order to get forward in life. And when she does this, she can be like standing on her own, and although she has to defend herself, right? She has to be in her energy, really pouring into what she does and relying on herself and all the talents and abilities that she has to be able to bring forward things. And I feel like this has been really difficult for you to balance this energy out. And the Empress is coming through to trump this whole reading to say that whatever it is that you've been worried about and that has kept you up at night or has caused some kind of mental anxiety or something like that, that there is some peace that needs to be had. There's some meditation that needs to be had. I have affirmations are coming through with the Taurus energy in this. So it's like telling yourself, I am grateful for this, because gratitude is going to let you dismiss more of this emotional energy that might be bogging you down. Because I'm seeing with the Queen of Swords, she doesn't really want to go into this emotional energy because she's the one that has to keep it afloat. She has to keep her wits about her in order to make money and be the provider for herself, for her children, whatever the case may be. And if no one is there to provide for her, you know, she has to stay very stern in this energy. And that can be a very harsh way to live sometimes, but I see that through this you have been very successful, but you don't always have to stay in that mode all the time. I feel like maybe you are the boss in your job too. Maybe you're someone, I'm also hearing maybe you are also the entrepreneur, the main breadwinner in the family. And if you are the feminine in this, I feel that the way to lighten the load a little bit here is to do that meditation and those gratitude energies. So also I'm feeling the right diet. Okay, diet is coming through here, and doing self-care rituals, because in order to get out of this anxiety, let's think about our gut and what we're bringing into our body and making sure that we eat whole foods and natural things, you know, avoid those snacks that are really not good for your mental health or your body, okay? So that's some stuff that's coming through. All right, let's get you these birds here. So your first bird out is going to be the great blue heron. And those birds, they just flew in a few weeks ago. And I love the way they sound when they're coming across the sky. Yeah, they're amazing, amazing birds. And I'm feeling that with the great blue heron, I'm feeling that their abundance that's coming in, or that you're going to be able to provide for your family, is going to be more than enough, okay? And we'll be able to get you a big nest, like a big home, or, you know, if you need whatever size home you need for your family, I feel that energy is coming through. And you have this bird here, and that is the black-headed grosbeak. Okay. With that one, I see the beak is pretty large. It's and the proportion of the body. So I'm feeling like with the Queen of Swords here coming through, that I'm seeing this ear mushroom here. So I'm feeling like this energy is telling me that to listen more than we speak, because then we'll be able to respond better. And I know, sorry if that sounds rude, I didn't mean it to sound rude, but sometimes it is better to listen a lot more than we speak, because then that way we can stand in our power more, because if we're speaking, sometimes we're might be letting go of information. And the queen, she only really speaks when she feels like she's gotten the right guidance and she's heard the right messages. I'm seeing with these feathers, when everything has aligned up, then she speaks. And I also feel this Libra energy coming through with her too, where laughter. Okay, I'm hearing laughter with her, especially when things aren't, like, let's say someone says something rude to you. It's better to laugh than it is to respond. Okay, that's kind of what I'm feeling like. And the Libra is very good at this. So this little bird here, this one is the rose-breasted grosbeak. Oh wow, so these are both grosbeak birds. This one from the Western North America, this is from the East. One I'm feeling about this one is the orange color in this one is giving me sacral chakra. So the people that we are attached to, or that we closely associate with, or that we share our physical energy with. Also, I'm guided to feel like the womb, your womb energy is going through a type of healing, and that is very powerful for bringing in finances and things like that, because when we have old feminine wounds from the past, maybe even from the maternal side of the family, we need to be able to cleanse those energies and work through those energies pretty much on a maintenance constant level, so that we can maintain ourselves in the world. Okay, and the red chest is showing me that putting forth that stability and that confidence is really going to help you stay rooted in these new beginnings that are about to come forward for you. All right, then these cards here, these astrology cards, you have mutable with Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. And you have Chiron, hurt and heal. Wow, that's very appropriate for what I just said. And we have the house 6, establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. Wow, okay. Yes, the practical details. All the little details of the home, the details of your life, the details of your health. Like I had mentioned some little things along the way, I'd hope that, you would take some of those in, and because like sometimes it is just the simplest things, like changing our diet, that can totally change our world. Okay. And then your moon card here is going to be no, sleep on it. All right, so if you had a question coming into this, the answer is no, because you need to get some rest, okay? You need to get that anxiety worked out of your mind, and right now is really not the time to make any big decisions. It is more of a self-care period of time, I feel, okay? The time to surrender here, I'm feeling it says surrender, welcoming change. This is this very, you're receiving, you're getting to the mode of receiving energy, I feel. And also I'm being guided to say, if you hold on to things too tightly, they slip out of your hand like sand. If you hold on to it just lightly, it can stay in your hand for a while. But if you squeeze it real tight, you open your hand, there's not going to be anything left, because it's just going to fall right through the cracks. Okay? So letting things be held in a very calm and peaceful way. Okay? And then this came out in the reverse. Number 10 with Danu, assurance. So right now I feel like you do need some assurance and to reassure yourself that things are going to work out. You are coming toward the end of the cycle, and the new cycle is coming in. So telling yourself those affirmations, or maybe even listening to subliminal messaging or hypnosis while you sleep, it could be very beneficial to you. And then a Thera-pet here is progress is progress, no matter how small. Oh, yeah. So depending on the beginning of this, it may not feel like it's really that much, but it's the start of something. So really not giving up. I'm feeling don't give up when your first thing comes in, just keep going. And from someone who I'm a creative. I do a lot of creative things, you know, and sometimes I'm always like, oh, well, that just is not going to work, you know. And I've recently gotten to the mindset of, how are you going to know if you're going to be successful of that if you just don't keep going? You have to keep going, and then eventually things will work out. Stop evaluating them in the mid-process, you know, and that's, I'm being guided to share that with you. So these cards here, we have free spirit. To be a free spirit is to float without walls, fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. That's good for the Queen of Swords. Earth guide, your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. Oh, yes. And with that, the energy of love, like, we think of green being like money, but also it's from that heart chakra. Okay, when our heart chakra can open up, that's when you're just opening up the floodgates for finances to roll in. And we have courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. Yes. All right. And we're going to get some of these little messages here from these mushrooms. Sprinkle your reading. Okay, this image here. Because of you, me. All right, and then this one here. I can let the past go and move forward. Yes, beautiful. And this image here. I feel like this is kind of like a rainbow of mushrooms. So yeah, I feel like, oh, if that's the case, you know, I feel like your pot of gold is right after this rainbow. I can be a lot sometimes. I own that. Okay. I feel like that's good for the Empress vibe. You know, sometimes she was so bougie, but, you know, hey, own it. And then you have this one here. This came out for group 1. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Yes. All right. So, you know, believing in yourself, you know, coming through with that one. So that is all the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you feel so called, subscribe and come see me again. All right, bye-bye. Hello, group 3. Thank you so much for joining me in this energy reading today for your finances. This is the crystal you chose. I'm gonna put that off to the side. And let's get into your tarot first. All right, first coming out is the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Judgment. You're clarified with the King of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. Okay, we got 2 8s of Cups. So right away, I'm sensing that if you have a feeling that you need to walk away from something in order to be able to get your finances better, that is a good decision, okay? It's showing me that in that decision, you are leveling up, okay? You are being able to secure yourself and your family, or if you have a family. And I'm seeing also in the 9 of Pentacles, don't let anybody take anything from you. And if someone does take something from you, even if it's making judgments about the way that you live your life, I'm seeing that walk away from that. Don't let that become a part of your energy where you're thinking and festering on that too much, okay? Don't let anybody steal your energy from you, because that might also, you know, translate into the physical world. And I'm seeing with this flamingo coming forward too, that in order to maintain your color, your beauty, you know, like as far as your, be that like your bag, your financials, in order to secure those, we need to be realistic with ourselves and also consider what is going into our body here with the King of Pentacles. I'm seeing like, what are you ingesting in your mind? What are you ingesting in your body? Now, all these things are very important in order to get to that place where you feel stable. And I feel like this is going to bring you a lot of stability, and walking away from anything that's not going to benefit you, like a habit or a type of person or a group of friends that maybe just are dragging you down. You know, I feel like this is the right decision. Okay. And also I'm seeing too that you're becoming so secure that there are maybe people that are around you that want to profit off of you in some way. And if this works for you, I'm seeing to evaluate this in the way of the 7 showing me ask all the questions necessary in order to get the answers that you need, so that you know that you're going to be benefiting from this and they're just not only the ones that are going to be benefiting. Okay, so you got these bird messages here. You have the mallard with the green head there. Yeah, so I feel like this really goes with this guy here. And then you have another duck. So you have the wood duck, very beautiful colored ducks here. And then you have this little acorn woodpecker. Okay, so these yellow colors and the green colors are showing me that having confidence in the way that you do things. I'm also seeing these ducks as in to, like, the literal word is duck, as in there are things that maybe you can avoid, like in life and in situations that may not be very profitable to you. So it'd be better to just duck out and not be a part of those situations than it would just to waste your energy and your time in trying to think that you're going to help raise your finances when it comes to other people wanting to be a part of your energy here. I'm also seeing there is a transforming energy that is happening. You know, when you do this, when you walk away, this double message here is showing me that you're going to be able to double your efforts, double your energy, okay? Double your profits if you walk away from what you believe is not going to be good for you. And then this one is telling me to grip on to what it is that you feel is going to be successful to you, okay? I see this as like the black color in this bird with the yellow and the red is kind of showing me like there is maybe some warnings of things like red flags, some things in people that you know are those things, and to trust your gut instinct, trust your ability to in yourself and in what you believe to be right, and you will succeed. Right, and then we have these astrology cards. So house 3, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind and communication, Gemini, curiosity, intelligence, and networking, and the yin energy, intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. Okay, what I am getting from this is you are in the mode of receiving some energy, okay? And maybe these people that are in your life are hard to walk away from or be, let's say there's a circle of friends that they would rather just drink on the weekends and stuff when you were really trying to get some work done or, be successful. And I'm seeing that it might be hard to walk away from these people because they are from your childhood and they're kind of your network or your people that you know, and that might be very difficult for you. So really sit back with yourself, be sensitive, be compassionate to these people. You don't have to completely walk away from them in a broad sense, but walk away from them as in don't let their energy or their emotions affect your work, affect your life, okay? I'm also seeing this, the 8, and the 8 is, could be possibly, over drinking and them having lifestyles that are just not beneficial to your lifestyle going forward. And for you to be able to receive the right energy, you need to trust yourself, use your intuition and be more receptive in the energy. Don't just go along with what other people say, okay? And then your moon card here, first quarter moon, it's time to commit. All right, so if there's something that you feel with the King of Pentacles, he definitely commits and moves forward. So if you decide to do something, don't go back on your word, because if you walk away and you say, I don't want to be a part of this anymore, they will definitely not respect you as much if you come back. I did say you didn't have to totally let go of them completely, because that connection that you had. But if you do decide to do this, like I said, do it in a compassionate, loving way, so that, you can maybe still stay connected to these people. But what this is telling me is commit to what you think is going to be good for you, good for your finances, good for your living situation, and stick to that. And then your goddess card is Hera Alliance. Okay, number 20. Okay, there we go. I'm feeling, yes, there is something that I feel like maybe because you've decided to walk away from what is not serving you, there are new rewarding things coming forward. I see this as joining up with others that are on your same wavelength, and these people are going to make a whole revelation happen in your life. I feel like there is something that is happening with your finances that is going to be like, wow, this blows my mind how much better I'm doing in this area of my life because I decided to commit myself to doing the right thing. And it is going to be a breath of fresh air. It's going to be a whole new life, whole new transformation for you. So I'm also seeing this, the peacock feathers here, is don't be afraid to shine your light, show off what you have to those that are in the position to be able to come together with you and be able to offer you something. Maybe there's some partnerships that are to be had here in business. And in order to make those the right partnerships, we need to align ourselves with those who are on our same wavelength. And your Thera-pet here is, you've been doing a great job considering all you've been up against. Wow, perfect. This little, I think this is a weasel or something. So yeah, this is showing me also that, there definitely is some people within your energy that you're feeling like, I'm trying to keep my distance from those people because they're just kind of a monkey wrench in the situation. And you would be probably right about that. And then these cards here, so we have Starseed, raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. And Truth, see your light, know your power, have the courage to walk your truth. Yes, wow. And then Creation, being creative is a wonderful way of witnessing the unfolding of your limitless creative soul. Wow. Great. So we're going to get some more messages from these mushrooms to sprinkle the ending of your reading. Okay. So this one here. Alone is not the same as lonely. Very appropriate. This one here. Today I will not tell anyone to calm down. All right, see? There you go. Baby, I'm also, see, like I said before, we're kind of going in silence. Like, don't let anyone disrupt your energy or what you're doing. If you decide to walk away, you don't have to talk about it. Nothing is ever never. So like I had said before, if you decide to walk away, you do it with compassion, and this will secure you in knowing that, it doesn't have to be like it's forever. All right. So those are all the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me in this energy exchange. And if you feel so called, subscribe and come see me again. All right. Bye-bye.